You've launched your micro bakery, you made a Facebook and an Instagram page, maybe a TikTok or a YouTube. And now, what are you supposed to post? You've gone through the other videos, you know the basics of getting a digital marketing presence for your micro bakery. Now we're going to talk about what to post, especially because day in and day out, it can get so overwhelming when you have to come up with new things every day. And what do? I mean, it's just, you can only post a picture of cookies or bread or a cake or whatever you're baking so many times. And what do you even say in that? Well, in this video, I'm going to break it down for you. We're going to come up with different ways that you can market your business effectively to create engagement, to create excitement for your baked goods, and give you a little bit more ease in what you're posting. Before we jump in, I'm Erin. I am the founder of Saltivity Studio, digital marketing agency that specializes in helping entrepreneurs make social media feel good and market their businesses in a little bit more mindful of a way. Before we jump in, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss one of our videos. Let's talk about what to post. There's a few different ways to go about coming up with different post topics. The best one is going to be coming up with your content pillars. I have different videos on this. I'll tag them below. So that way you can make sure to find, a more in-depth way of creating content pillars for you. But I'm just going to talk kind of in terms of a micro bakery and what you would want to be posting about. First and foremost, we want to talk about the business itself. This is one thing that either people are going to lean way too hard into and it's just going to be promotional, or people are going to completely shy away from because they don't want to be overly pushy and salesy. But we have to find that balance in between where we can really thrive in marketing our business, letting people know what you have available, that you can buy something, how they can buy something, any events or festivals, farmers markets that you're going to be at in order for them to come out and purchase from you. You do have to talk about your business in order for people to know that they can give you money for your goods. And a lot of times people will think, but if I share the behind the scenes of me making one of my recipes, they're just going to do it instead of buy from me. Oh no. No. I have worked with so many different fitness accounts that we can't even get a person who's scrolling their phone to, do an arm roll back and open up their chest to and do something while they're engaging with the content, much less somebody taking that inspiration of watching you make something without a recipe anywhere involved and putting that into action in their real life. You don't have to be concerned if, I'm showing that I'm putting flour and butter and eggs into the bowl. Yep, you are. They're not going to steal your recipe. I promise you. Showing behind the scenes, how things are made, what your kitchen setup is like, especially if you're a home baker and you're doing this all from your home. People like to see that. It's interesting. It's something different. It's something that challenges the norms of society because you're creating a work from home bakery, essentially. You could make videos showing just the bowl. You don't have to show your face in it. You don't have to show up for it if you're not comfortable doing that. You could take photos along the way and create a carousel for it. You can really create a lot with one idea behind the scenes, what goes on behind the scenes at your micro bakery. Now, another thing that you can do is also help people get more comfortable and acquainted with your business. So you can show them the start to finish of how the order comes in, how they place the order, what happens from the time that they place the order to the, bulk fermentation, to the cold proofing or whatever you've got going on, to the baking, to the bagging, to setting it out on your porch and showing how the porch pickups work. because that's something that can be intimidating for people, especially the first time that they're coming to your home. And maybe it also could be one of those things where if people aren't comfortable, with directions. And so showing them kind of what your porch looks like as they're walking up to it can help confirm that they're in the right place when they end up on your porch. Sharing your why. Why are you doing this? People don't just buy because the baked goods are good. They are. We already know that. You're making them. You're putting your heart and soul into them. You're creating this as a business that you're bringing off of the ground from nothing. So we know that the baked goods are good, but they're not necessarily buying them because they're better than the local grocery stores. They're buying them because they're supporting your dream and your vision. Share your journey, share your struggles, share the times when, the bread just completely fell, when the cookies just crumbled, when the brownies burned. Sometimes, even given the best circumstances, things can go wrong. And so sharing that realness also helps to show that, this really is homemade. It's handcrafted. Other things you can share are how you use your breads or your baked goods. Because let's be honest, if we're baking bread, we're making sandwiches. If we're making buns, we're making burgers or hot dogs. If you're making desserts, you're adding ice cream. You're making it a complete over-the-top experience. And of course, you want to post the links to your hot plate or wherever you have, an ordering system in place. You want to be very clear with how they can buy from you, with calls to action, saying if you would like to purchase this, orders must be placed by this Saturday. Drop a comment below and I'll be in touch. There's so many different ways that you can create excitement around what you're doing, more than just posting, hey, fresh from the oven pictures. 2024, 2023 has brought about the love of B-roll content. B-roll content is just where you're doing something. It can be as simple as just having your phone in the back of the kitchen and filming yourself while you're going about your bakery day. And then you put some text over it with your thoughts that go along with the video. That can be really good. Mixing in your mixing bowl, opening the refrigerator, opening your oven, uncovering a bowl that's proofing or rising. Maybe you even can set up a camera time-lapsing your dough in the oven or your dough rising, whatever you can come up with, and just put some text over it in your Instagram or TikTok app. And that's all you need to do. Then when you start to get a little bit more comfortable, you say, okay, maybe I can show up. Come up with ways that you can show up that you're comfortable talking about. Maybe it's just a talking head reel similar to this, where you come on and say, whatever it is that you want to say. You can check out Soultivity Studio's Instagram for ideas. I know that it can feel overwhelming when you're first starting to market yourself on social media. What I'm going to encourage you to do is to just have fun with it. And also remember, while I know that there's a lot of amazing creators out there in the micro bakery community, in the larger baking community as a whole, you are the secret ingredient to what makes your business amazing. And when you are able to show up authentically as yourself, that's going to be what people respond to. So just because somebody else does it a different way, that's their way. That's their way to connect with their people. Your people are more like you than you realize. Don't put yourself into a box of having to show up a certain way, or I'll show up when I lose the 10 pounds, or I'll show up when I get the better wardrobe, or I'll show up when. Show up now as you are, ready to approach social media to make your business dreams come true. So show up. I'm here for you. Please, if you have questions, drop them below. I would love to help support you on your micro bakery journey to help the world just eat better baked goods. I have a lot of passion about this. So I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope this helps to motivate you to get out there, to try something new, and to come up with new content to share your micro bakery.